Alright, so Naula is not too far away from us. It's just north of Scion, but I'm pretty sure that that cave is packed with enemies that are going to be troublesome to kill. So what I'm thinking that we should probably do is a little bit of grinding to try to get us up to an appropriate level, and so that we have enough mesetas to be able to go and get some new weaponry and armor for our party as well. And right now, we don't have very much money at all. We've actually only got 120 mesetas to our name. So what I'm going to do is do a little bit of grinding, mostly in the forest here, but also down in the forest towards where we were just kind of hanging around to go and find out some information, like where we got our dungeon key to fight these guys, these werebats. They're actually really good for money and also for experience. So what I'm going to do is do that for a little bit, and after I've gained a few levels and made some cash, we can go and outfit our party with some better stuff. So I'll do that, and I'll be back in a little while. Alright, so we have just gotten up to 400 mesetas, and this is an excellent time to go and get Odin a new weapon. So back at that little village that we were at where we found the dungeon key, there is a shop that has a really great weapon for him, and it's a needle gun. And the needle gun's fantastic for him at this stage in the game because it allows him to fire at least, or I shouldn't say at least, about 5 HP worth of damage to every enemy every turn. So he can do quite a bit more damage than what he's doing now. He's actually quite weak. I'm surprised that our brother's dying words were, "Go find Odin, he'll help you," because I beg to differ. I don't know that he's that much of a good help at the point that we're at, but hopefully the needle gun is going to give him a little bit more clout, so that he'll be able to be a little bit more of a better ally for us at this point. And everybody just keeps going after Meow. So I hope that we won't have to resurrect Meow anytime soon, but that's no fun. He's probably the weakest from the defensive position. And we are running from these werebats because we're gonna get roasted. Oh dear. 2 werebats we might be able to take, but we won't risk it. Okay, so let's head in here to the armory. I will buy something, thank you very much. We will take this nice needle gun, thank you. No thanks. Alright, so let's get that on to poor Odin as soon as we can here. So, needle gun, we're going to equip that, Odin, and now his iron axe is in our inventory. So next time we head back up to a second-hand store, I will go and sell that. And I'm just going to save this before we head back out into town here because I don't want to have to buy it again if we get roasted or something like that. But yeah, so you'll be able to see it here. So that's Odin now. So he does 5 damage to every enemy, which is awesome. I cannot complain about that. Great, so now that we have that upgrade, I am going to keep doing some grinding and make even more money so that we can go and outfit the rest of our characters with some much needed upgrades. I will be back again in a little while. Right on, so we now have enough mesetas to be able to get Alice a new weapon and to get Odin some armor before we head into this next area. So you can see here we've got 2,800 or so mesetas, so that's going to really help us out. So let's head back up towards Motavia and head over to the town nearby, whose name is escaping me at the moment, and we can take a look over there to see what's available with respect to some armor and weaponry. Paralit is the name of the city. I just refreshed my memory there. We'll go up to Paralit as well and see what's there. So this next part will involve going to find this cake. We really just need to go through this enormous cave with the cake deep within, so that we're going to be able to give a gift to the governor at some point. So let's go on into the shop here, into the armory. Great, so we'll get the ceramic sword. So this is a really good sword for Alice, and that's all that we're going to buy for now. So we'll equip her with that. So we'll put that onto Alice. And then now the weapon that she had before that is no more. Well, we'll try to sell it. Now let's see, it's the iron sword, so we'll definitely sell that. 37 mesetas, okay, I'll take it. No, thank you. Okay, so the other options that we have right now are to get either a shield or armor for Odin, and we might as well go ahead and try to find him. I think the armor would be a better investment for the time being. The shield is available here, but we'll head over to Scion and get the armor. I wish I could afford more armor for Alice as well at the moment, but I think she's okay. She's got a little bit of an improvement over the original stuff that she started the game with, whereas Odin is just... oh, he needs some help, that's for sure. So we're going to give him a little bit of help, and then hopefully by the time we're done this next area, we're going to have enough mesetas to be able to go and get some other equipment and things like that before heading into the next area. For sure. So let's go into the shop here, and we'll see what's going on in here. So this is an armory. Do you want to buy something? Okay, so we're going to get this. Oh, I almost have enough. What I might do is... yeah, maybe I'll get armor for Odin, and then we'll go grind a couple of $100. We might as well, because it's really going to help us out. So let's equip that onto Odin so that he doesn't die every 5 seconds. Not that he's been dying, of course, but certainly not been doing very well. So let's go and fight a couple of fights down in our favorite forest, because that's going to help us to accumulate lots of cash really quick. The needle gun is actually really helpful when we're fighting against large groups of enemies, especially ones that have a high HP. So, for example, I've been fighting groups of 3 or 4 werebats, and the needle gun has been a godsend in just taking off small chunks of enemy health for me, rather than having to, you know, get one hit in each time. I'd rather see his damage dispersed. So we're going to try to get back down to the forest, down around Epi, the town of Epi, which is where we needed the compass in order to maneuver through the woods. So we'll head back over there. The encounter rate in this game is pretty high, and we just got exploded, so who knows how we're doing. We might as well just stop off here again and heal. I have no idea how much damage those explosions take off. But hell, we're right here, why not? Oh, Swallow, thank you so much for your hospitality. Okay, let's try this again. Now that we are healed up, we will go south into the Forest of Doom. This is where all the money is. These wing eyes aren't bad for cash either, but the werebats are definitely a little bit better. So we don't really need to fight too many battles, and really, Scion is on the way back to where we're going anyway, so we can just drop in there and get some new armor on the way. And then hopefully when we're finished in that cave, we'll be able to afford shields and maybe even a nice lantern, so that we don't have to keep buying flashlights. That's something else I have to remember to buy. I hope that I can remember, so that we don't get all the way to the cave and then can't see. I don't actually know. Do I even have a flashlight? I might even just have one in my inventory. No, I don't, so that would be something good to get as well. They're very expensive, because once you buy the lantern, you don't need to buy flashlights anymore. So it's like an investment thing. I pay a bunch of mesetas and then you've got the ability to see in caves forever. But it's very expensive, I find. So we'll pick that up as soon as we can too. It's going to cost, all those things are going to cost us about 4,500 mesetas, which is a huge amount of cash to be farming for. We're going to end up in a situation in the cave where we're going to have to fight anyway, so we might as well just go and do more of that. Come on, werebats, where are you? These wing eyes aren't cutting it for me. I need a better monetary return. How about that? 12 mesetas. One werebat gives you 63, so it's a significant improvement. Come on, you game. What are you doing to me here? At least they're not owl bears. What a ridiculous name for an eyeball with wings. Okay, big money, big money. Let's go. Oh my goodness, so when I want an encounter, there are none. When I don't want an encounter, I literally get one every square that I move. Yeah, there we go. Let's do this. Yeah, we are in much better shape than we were when we started this grinding fest. It's so nice to see. Yeah, and Alice is... she has such a huge amount of punch with that new weapon too. It's fantastic. It's a really good improvement that we had. Well, of course we're going to open 126 mesetas. So I have no idea how many more we actually need. Not too many. Another 30-some. So if we get in another wing eye fight, we're pretty well set. But I'm going to try for a werebat fight just because we also need to get a flashlight. So that should do it for us, I think, just about. Might be just enough for us to afford all the things that we need. Okay. So let's head back up. We'll go back up to Caminite here. And then we'll go heal up, and then we can buy a flashlight while we're here as well. Oh, hey, Swallow. I feel like such a beatnik always going into that lady's house and taking all of her health restoring whatever she's given out. I just want to see if I have anything to sell. Oh yes, the armor, that's right. Sell that too. 42 mesetas, great. Oh, I always say yes and I always forget that I don't know. Oh crap. I did need to buy something. We're gonna buy a flashlight. No thanks. Okay, very good. So then let's... oh crud. Oh thanks, Swallow. I know we were just here and I accidentally walked into your house again. Oh jeez. Good stuff. So let's save before we leave, just for fun. I'm really afraid that I'm accidentally going to overwrite my other game all the time. So we'll head back over to Scion now. We'll go get that other set of armor, and then we'll head up into the cave near Naula. I forget if the cave is called Naula or if the place near the cave is called Naula. I have no idea. But we'll head over there anyway. So let's go get that armor now. And Alice will have a little bit of a benefit now. So that'll be great. We'll get this, I think it's zirconian armor. So we'll equip her with that as well. And I feel like I have a second thing here. Yeah, that's awesome. So Alice will wear that. Great, look at that. We're all set. That's much better than it was. And is this a second-hand shop? I don't feel like we're gonna need to get rid of much of our stuff, but like we still have lots of inventory space, but yeah, we'll get rid of the light suit. We might as well. 145, okay. Perfect. And then just save again, now that we've got that armor on. And then we'll head up to that cave now. So let's head out and north into a new area that we haven't really been yet. Oh, well then. We'll have a brief interruption here. I'll just murder these scorpions. The only time I find Odin's attacks annoying is in these situations where you just wish that he packed a little bit harder of a punch. Like, it would be nice if his needle gun would have, like, a little bit more effect each level he increased or something like that. I should also mention, too, that Meow ended up gaining a spell, too. Which was not something that was a thing before. So Meow has a healing spell that is a little bit stronger than Alice's. So you can heal a little bit more HP with it. So that's going to be helpful in the next little area here as we go. And we also have a whole bunch of colas too, so we can always depend on some food restoratives rather than depending on MP related ones. So that'll be good. So 65 mesetas. Look at us, we're raking in all the cash. I was going to say rolling in cash. So it came out as rope, but what are you going to do? At least these fights are wiener fights. We can handle a swarm of swarms by now, I certainly hope. Yeah, see, it would be nice if Odin had a little bit more punch in his gunshots. But that's all fine and good. It all works out in the end, I guess. It's certainly nice against enemies with higher HP. So there's the cave. So we will just save our game here. You might say I'm a little save crazy, but if I've learned one thing from playing older RPGs is that the more often you save, the better, because all of a sudden you're going to run into a lot of trouble. Okay, so we're going to get out our flashlight here. Use that. Okay, here we go.